All right, let's talk about something that sounds straight out of a sci-fi movie. Turns out, Earth's core is an absolute treasure chest, packed with more gold than you could ever imagine. We're not just talking about a few nuggets or veins here and there, but a mind-boggling amount of gold hidden deep beneath our feet, locked away in the very heart of our planet. Imagine a vault so vast and so secret, it's been hiding its riches for billions of years, right under our noses. And here's the wild part. New research says some of that gold is slowly leaking its way up to the surface. That's right, the Earth is actually sharing a bit of its hidden fortune with us, drop by drop over millions of years. It's like the planet itself is running a secret, never-ending gold delivery service. And we're only just starting to notice the packages arriving. Yeah, you heard me right. It's like a natural gold rush happening under our feet. But instead of prospectors with pickaxes, it's the forces of geology and time doing all the work, moving precious metals from the depths to the surface in ways we're only beginning to understand. So what's the scoop? Scientists just dropped a study that shakes up what we thought we knew about the planet's insides. For decades, we've pictured the core as a sealed-off, unreachable place, but this new research is rewriting the textbooks. They analyzed volcanic rocks from Hawaii, already pretty cool. But instead of just finding common elements, they spotted traces of super rare metals. Stuff like ruthenium, which is incredibly scarce on the surface, and usually only found in tiny amounts, if at all. And, you guessed it, gold. Not just a little, but enough to make scientists sit up and take notice. These flecks and traces are like breadcrumbs, leading us back to the source, deep within the Earth. Here's the jaw-dropper. Over 99.99% of all the gold on Earth isn't in jewelry stores, bank vaults, or even in the hands of collectors. The vast majority is hidden away, far from reach, or even in those legendary gold veins in the crust. The gold we dig up and treasure is just a tiny fraction of what's really out there. Nope, it's deep, deep down, about 2,900 kilometers below us, locked away in the core. That's almost as far as flying from New York to Los Angeles, but straight down through solid rock and molten metal. For ages, everyone thought it was totally unreachable, like an ancient secret, a treasure chest sealed by the planet itself. The idea of ever getting to it seemed impossible. But Dr. Nils Messling, one of the lead researchers, said when they saw the data, they realized they'd literally struck gold. It was a eureka moment, proof that the core isn't as isolated as we once thought. Turns out the core isn't just sitting there, sealed off. It's actually interacting with the layers above it, sending up tiny amounts of its precious cargo through cracks and plumes over unimaginable timescales. Material from the core, including precious metals, is leaking into the mantle above. This process is slow, but relentless, and it's been happening for millions, maybe even billions of years. Professor Matthias Willbold, another scientist on the team, explained that this process actually moves hundreds of quadrillion metric tons of superheated mantle material up to the surface. That's a number so big, it's almost impossible to picture, enough to fill entire oceans, all moving upward over time. And that's what creates places like Hawaii, ocean islands built by volcanic activity, with a hidden sprinkle of gold and rare metals straight from the planet's molten heart. Every volcanic eruption is like a tiny window into the deep past, bringing up materials that have traveled an epic journey. What does this mean for us? Well, it's a reminder that our planet is still full of mysteries, and that the story of gold is much bigger than treasure hunts and jewelry. Well, it's not like we'll be mining the core anytime soon. The technology just isn't there, and the conditions are far too extreme for any machine or human to survive. But this discovery completely changes how we think about Earth, its formation, and where all our precious metals actually come from. It's a humbling thought. Every gold ring, every coin, every tiny flake might have started its journey in the blazing depths of the core, shaped by forces we're only beginning to understand. So next time you see a piece of gold, remember, it might have started its journey almost 3,000 kilometers beneath your feet, in the blazing hot core of our planet. That little glint could be a messenger from the very center of the Earth, a piece of our planet's hidden history. Now how's that for a golden revelation? The next time you hold gold in your hand, think about the incredible journey it's made, rising from the core, through fire and rock, to finally shine in the light of day.